It started on an ordinary Tuesday. I was a researcher in xenobiology, stationed on the outer edge of the Andromeda sector. Our job was to observe, document, and, when possible, communicate with new life forms, always carefully, always cautiously. We had years of training to avoid misunderstandings that could lead to interstellar war or worse. Yet nothing prepared me for what happened next. The ship trembled lightly, a subtle warning that we were near something big. The captain's voice came over the comm. "We've detected a massive energy signature on planet Xarel-9. Unknown origin. Prepare for a surface drop." I volunteered. Curiosity had always gotten the better of me. Descending into the dense, purple atmosphere of Xarel-9, I felt a strange buzz in the air, like static electricity combined with something else, something alive and immense. The clearing we landed in was surrounded by towering bioluminescent trees that pulsed softly, lighting the night with their eerie glow. But that wasn't what caught my attention. Standing before me was a creature unlike anything I'd ever seen, a towering figure, regal and terrifying. She was tall, easily 3 meters, with translucent skin that shimmered like liquid glass, revealing faintly glowing veins beneath. Her eyes were enormous, deep pools of violet that seemed to hold the weight of millennia. She wore no crown, but her presence alone declared her royalty. She was the alien queen of Xarel-9. I stood frozen, expecting hostility or demands, but instead, she took a slow step forward and knelt. The entire crew, watching through our ship's cameras, held their breath. Why are you kneeling?" I managed to ask, voice barely a whisper. She raised her delicate hand, touching her chest where a soft heartbeat-like pulse emanated. Then, she pointed at me, still kneeling. The translator on my wrist buzzed softly. It had detected a language pattern, ancient and complex. "You are the chosen. The one who will unite." The words echoed in my mind, confusing yet strangely comforting. Suddenly, the trees around us began to hum in harmony, their light intensifying until the entire forest was aglow with vibrant colors. The ground beneath my feet vibrated, and from the soil sprouted tendrils of crystalline plants, wrapping gently around my legs but causing no pain. The Queen's voice was soft now, but firm. "We have waited long for this moment. You are to become our bridge, between your people and ours." I wanted to refuse, to step back and call for extraction, but something deep inside stirred, a resonance I couldn't explain. The Queen's hands reached out and touched my forehead. A warmth spread through me, a flood of memories not my own, visions of a dying planet, of wars waged in darkness, and of a prophecy written in starlight. "You carry the soul of peace," she said. "Together, we can save both our worlds." The moment felt sacred, like the binding of 2 ancient forces. Over the next days, I learned more about the Xelians. Their society was matriarchal, ruled by a line of queens who could communicate telepathically with all life on the planet. Their technology was bioorganic, symbiotic with the environment. They had evolved beyond conflict, but their planet was on the brink of ecological collapse due to a rogue star's radiation. My people, humans, were masters of engineering and space travel but torn by internal conflicts and political strife. The Queen and I began to work together, merging knowledge. She taught me to harness the living energy of Xarel-9, while I shared insights into human innovation. Then came the turning point. One evening, as the twin moons of Xarel-9 hung low in the sky, the Queen knelt before me again, this time with a ring of intertwining crystals and metal. "You have accepted our bond," she said softly. "And with this, we seal our unity." I looked down at the ring, feeling the weight of it in my hand. It was more than a symbol, it was a promise, a covenant that would ripple through both our civilizations. I slipped it onto my finger. The Queen rose, her eyes shining brighter than before. "Now, you are not just an ambassador. You are a part of us." Suddenly, Alarms blared from the ship. Our sensors had detected a fleet approaching, a hostile one, bent on conquest. The time for diplomacy was over. The Queen and I stood side by side, facing the incoming threat. But with the power of the bond, we could call upon the planet's living defenses. The crystalline plants erupted into towering, sentient guardians. The forest became a fortress. The battle was fierce but brief. The invaders were overwhelmed by the strange, vibrant force of Zar-9 and the unity between human and alien technology. When the dust settled, the Queen knelt before me once more, not out of submission, but out of gratitude and respect. "Our worlds are safe because of you," she said. I smiled, humbled. Because of us. Months later, as peace settled over Zar-9 and my home world, the alliance forged in that moment grew stronger. Trade, culture, and knowledge flowed freely between our planets. The Queen and I continued to learn from each other, forever bound by that unexpected honor. I never imagined that an ordinary researcher like me would change the fate of two worlds simply because an alien queen knelt before me. But sometimes, the universe chooses in mysterious ways.